G'day troops, Tomo with you. Welcome back to Sideways as usual, and welcome to installment number 6 of What's in My Garage. Today we've got a bit of an unboxing of another rig. I've had it for a while, but I've had a quick look at it, but haven't taken it out of the box. It's another FMS FCX24 Power Wagon, blue one this time. The reason this purchase came about is because when I was ordering my upgrade parts for the tar bucket, I accidentally ordered 2 sets of brass knuckles, and the best way to solve having leftover parts is to buy another rig to put them on. So that's what we've got. So we'll get it up on the bench and we'll take a look what's in the box. It's obviously a ready to run vehicle, and we'll get all the bits and bobs together, give it a stock run, and then I've got these steering knuckles. I also have a set of 10% overdrive gears for the portal axles and some different tyres and wheels. So I've got a set of stamped steel rims which have the scrambler tyres on it that I originally purchased for the HBX Devastator, which is now gone. What I did with that Devastator is when I was messing around with it, broke a few screws off in the cross bracings and shock mounts, so it was basically useless then. Wasn't a great crawler, was reasonably capable, but didn't have the low down modulation on the throttle to be really good. So what I did, stripped out all the bearings that were in it, and they just happened to be the perfect size. Originally thought they were full ball bearings, but they only have, or they don't have bearings in the portals, which is a bit weird. They had bearings in the transmission and the diffs, but not in the portals. Should have enough small bearings there to cover all of that. So we'll get the box up on the bench, and hopefully I can set up and have a decent view of what's going on. Alright, let's get into it. Rightio, here we are up on the bench. There's the box. That's what she looks like. Okay. Haven't got the light in the right spot for those, but anyway, there's the brass knuckles. And I'm expecting to have to do a bit of grinding on those, as I did with the tar bucket. And these are the overdrive gears for the front. When I bought them, they were all, it was 4 sets of gears, so to change front and rear, but you only want overdrive in the front end, so got those spare. Let's open this box up. So the mods that I've mentioned, that'll be the only mods I do on this rig, because they don't really need that much to make them really good. I may in time get the steel diff gears as I did for the tar bucket. The manual tell you all about the vehicle, transmitter, dimensions, all your setting up. Get that in frame, how to put together all the the extras, stickers. I don't think I'll bother with stickers this time. The other thing I'll do is undo the front bumper pretty much straight away, because I end up taking what's left of the front bumper off the Power Wagon. Exploded views with part numbers and everything. Comprehensive manual. Like all FMS vehicles, come in a nice little styrofoam box. And here we are. Okay, with a bag of extras, stickers, charger. Stickers, a few different number plates, stuff, and we've got the like the roll bar, little fuel cell, and that. An extra bit of double-sided sticky for that, and have like little preload spaces for your shocks. And the tiny little screws for the to mount a fuel container. The obligatory T-wrench. There's the charger. I think I butchered the original one to get this connector. This is the battery out of the HBX Devastator, so I just made my own connector because it doesn't have power leads, just has the balance plugs. So I made that connector to use in the deadbolt. So I'm assuming the battery is in the vehicle itself. Need some Power Wagon stickers. Maybe I'll stick some of them on, not sure. And spare wheel and spare wheel bracket. Chuck that on. And this is a packet of O-rings for converting the shocks to oil shocks. I think I might just put the tar bucket original shocks on because they've already got oil in them, just to save a bit of time, and do those. Keep those to use on the buggy at some point. Just get the transmitter out and move this box. Right, there she is. The old school looking Power Wagon. No batteries for the transmitter. That just takes two AA's, two AAA's. It's a pretty nice little transmitter, I think. It's nice, it fits in the hand nicely. Can drive one-handed, although I'm not the greatest at it. But channel 3 for the 2-speed gearbox. Hit the bind button for the lights. It's pretty bouncy out of the box. So the shocks do leak a bit over time, but I've found just having that little bit of oil in there really nicely dampens how the shocks work. You're only putting like 6 drops of oil in each one. Yeah, I might put some Power Wagon stickers on, just on the side of the bonnet. I'll get me some tweezers, make it a bit easier. That's one. Do the other side. I think that'll do it. Yeah, so we got Power Wagon. Power Wagon. I'm struggling to get the body off. Lights. Got your lights there, so you can see how far the bumper sticks out there. So on the other one I cut it back here so it sat back closer, but then there's a light. Yeah, these parts here where you usually stick on a number plate and that really gets stuck on stuff. Alright, turns out I was trying to take take that bit off when I needed to take that whole bumper assembly off. Because even taking that off the front, you still get that bar there hooking up and stuff. The other thing that's in here is a bit hard to see is some shims. I'm not sure what they are for, maybe for the gearbox. Okay, there's the chassis. It's your gear shift servo there, 2-in-1 ESC receiver, on off switch at the front. I think I end up gluing the switch in place because it kept popping out. And a little 380 milliamp hour battery with a weird proprietary connector, so it makes it a bit hard to use different batteries in there. So I'll take that inside and get it on to charge. Got batteries in the transmitter. Vehicle on. Really nice slow crawl on these. Okay, something I've noticed with this one, it's not straight forward reverse. Might have to check the book to see if I can set that up. With crawling you want forward and reverse straight up, no brake. Alright, that was a bit of a nightmare to set up. Okay, it says that it's factory set up for forward and reverse, but this one actually wasn't, so I had to reprogram it. So I had to have the transmitter on, turn the car on, quickly press the reverse button twice. Then it took me ages to figure out, so use your dual rate, steering and throttle dual rate buttons for 25, 50, 75 and 100% drag brake. And then it says to press the bind button to choose with or without brake. The other Power Wagon came set up how it says it in the book, that it's just forward and reverse straight up. But this one wasn't set up that way, it was set up with brake, so have to quickly press the reverse button twice, press throttle plus for 100% drag brake, then quickly press the bind button twice to get to forward reverse, forward straight reverse, and then double click the reverse button, and then it that's how you want a crawler. So double click, single click, double click as quickly as possible, and it worked. Also set up the steering and throttle dual rates, which actually made me go back and check my original Power Wagon to see how it was set. Alright, got all that set up. Took forever, just did it off camera because the screws are tiny. Got the spare wheel on, rear cage and the fuel cell in there. Looks good, nice and bouncy. You can see how bouncy it is. So when I get it out on the course for the running portion, you'll see how bouncy it is, and reasonably top heavy being a hard body, but they look pretty cool. See how the tractor tigers go on the course. I have changed the course around a little bit since I did the video on it. Just the start where you go on, move some rocks, put a bit of wood in there. Ideally I'd like to fill all that in with rocks so you can just drive whatever line you want, but the neighbours are mowing and there's some kind of wood chipper going on around the neighbourhood, so I might wait until tomorrow to film the running portion. Like I've done on the other one, might be able to see there, a bit hard with the bad light, but that's the end of the servo saver screw and it just hits on that grill, or radiator grill. So I'll get the Dremel and Dremel that out. All done. I do apologise for the lighting in here, it's not the best, so you can see that where I've just cut it out. Doesn't contact anymore, so you get full travel. Alright, these are the scrambler tyres and the dark grey V-locks. They're super soft. With these I actually took the foams out and just cut triangles around to soften them up, and that worked really well. I don't know if they're maybe slightly too soft, but like they can form super well and they're nice and sticky. Good grippy tyres. So we'll probably come back tomorrow and do a running video, fully stock, and we'll leave the shocks as they are, stock, and then we'll just change the tyres and wheels and then see how much of a difference that makes, and it'll make a lot of difference. Then get on to installing the brass knuckles and getting the bearings and the overdrive gears into the overdrive gears in the front portals, but the bearings all around. So I might leave that for another video, but yeah, tomorrow we'll film the running video, fully stock running video, then we'll give it a run with the scrambler tyres. Then we will give it a run. I'll swap the shocks over to the oil ones off the original guitar bucket. See, nice slow crawl, pretty decent. So I can rig these, and lights on, lights off. Alright, we'll leave it there and come back tomorrow. Alright, let's drive this course. bit dark in here, I haven't got the lights on. Oh, first roll over. So the changes I made to the course, just put those rocks up along there. It's a bit of a side hill effort. And then just this wood here. So let's see if we can get this up over. Ooh, nearly. Just can't clear that. We'll see how we go up here. You see, the tyres aren't super terrible. See how bouncy the suspension is. Ooh. Yeah, even the good tyres struggle on this spot. If in doubt, give it the berries. This thing's going quite well actually.
front end's sitting right up. So I was thinking about trying some limiting straps on the tar bucket, and probably, well, limiting straps, by those I mean rubber bands, so it could be worth putting on this thing as well. Rip. Yes. It's doing a lot better than I expected. Yeah, that's a perfect spot to see where that bumper used to hit and scrape and you get stuck. And that's not there, it doesn't get in the way. I'll just go to the top of it here and then I'll chuck the scrambler tyres on and see how we go then. Alright, got the scrambler tyres on. Looks pretty tough now. We'll see how she goes. I was going to say, can't see it making that. Might have to change those rocks up a bit. And you'll see these tyres deflect nicely because of the way I've cut the foams. They seem to be a bit firm stock. And we'll see if we can get over this rock here. Ah, it's stuck. Easy. I'll go up with rocks on this side and then I'll try there, you can see that tyre deflecting right there. straight up there, no issue. I'll try the foam side. The other mod part I've got, which came with the brass portal covers that I've got on the tar bucket, I'm pretty sure the front and the rear set came with 6mm brass hex extensions, so I might try them as well, but with the brass portal covers on the tar bucket, gives it extra width, then you need the 6mm hex extensions for the rims to clear the portal covers, so it makes it quite wide. Might just compare how wide this is compared to the tar bucket without the extensions. With 6mm either side, gives you a 12mm overall, and it's kind of up in this section here that it's getting a bit too wide for it, but can still make it. Alright, let's see if we can get up this incline with the scramblers. Not with that line, you won't. This bit's tricky with that lip. You've got to get it over here so it can grind. Yeah, definitely needs some weight in the front end, and I'm pretty sure those shocks sit at full height. But there we go, made it quite easily. Oh, that was a good climb. I don't think I've been across this way yet. Whoa. Getting all bellied up. Try a different angle. Let's get in that front. Oops. That ain't gonna work. So you can sort of see how bouncy it is, and the body rocks back and forth. Makes it pretty unstable. There we go. Look, cut around this way. The bridge is up. Oop. There's a bit of articulation there. If I made it with sticks and stuff is falling apart because of the hot glue. Doesn't like cold and wet or hot. Alright, I've thought might as well just go ahead and put the stock shocks from the tar bucket on, which I've converted to oil shocks, and you can see they're nicely damped. You should notice the body's not bouncing around. Whoa. You can just see how smooth. I think I will tip her over. Our drift car shocks and that. I think these tyres are even better than the ones on the tar bucket. You've got to get it just over to the there. Wow. That's right on the tipping point. You see that back wheel just needs to get that. There we go. That's why I love these stock. The ESCs I've got on these things are awesome. You just see how smooth the body movement is now. The shocks, it's not bouncing around. Whoa! Just come over this way a little. There we go. Yeah, you can see up here now it's basically not getting much more width. As you can see, it's nearly ripping that tyre off the rim. So with the stock shocks then, with no oil, probably would have just rolled over, but because of the damping effect, whoa, off the edge. Oh, turn around and see how we go coming back down the transitions. I do apologise if the camera works a bit shaky, but I've got it hooked up to my transmitter, so the hand gets a bit tired after a while. This is a tough decline. Ooh, nicely done. This is a bit of a tricky spot too. Coming down here because the back end wants to slide down. And you can use the slow crawl. Oh, beautiful. That wasn't terribly skillful. We'll try that again. Whoa! Popped out like I didn't expect, then I think I'm going to lose this. No! There's some good overdrive there, the front end did pull it up there. So I think Seeing Endura had released some helical diff gears in a set with 23% overdrive in the front end. So combine that with the 10% from the portal gears that I've got, I should get roughly 33% overdrive, which hopefully helps the turning circle and that. I'm not sure if I need to. Yeah, could maybe trim the fenders and that, but no, we'll see how it goes. You can't hear it rubbing with it. It probably does a little there. If you're getting a bit of flex. Alright, last clip. I end up just being done with it and putting the 6mm hex extensions on and replace the stock wheel nuts with these extended brass wheel nuts. Just makes it easier to fit the socket on to get them on and off, because with the bead lock screws there's not much space between the stock nut, or basically no space between the stock nut and those screws. So 12mm. Not really good light here. There we go. Hex extensions in there. So it's probably 3 or 4mm narrower without. 3 or 4mm narrower than the tar bucket with those extensions in, and no portal covers. So next video for this vehicle will be installing the brass steering knuckles and the overdrive gears in the front portal. Plus I'll also be doing all the bearings in the portals.
Righto troops, that'll do it for today's video. Hope you've enjoyed the What's in My Garage series, and I guess there will be an episode 7 when I get around to affording the parts that I need for the buggy. Could be a fair while away. Alright, stay tuned. See ya.